Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from our sponsor. The Daily Compliance News for Wednesday, October 25, 2023, the Taco Tuesday edition. And we begin with that story from Reuters, as Taco Bell has freed the name Taco Tuesday in a trademark fight with a New Jersey restaurant. Taco Bell announced it had resolved its dispute with a restaurant that allegedly trademarked Taco Tuesday, successfully ending the chain's legal and marketing campaign to liberate the phrase for restaurants nationwide. Taco lovers rejoice. You may say Taco Tuesday without fear of trademark infringement. Next up, from the New York Magazine, a very interesting article that reported that Australian billionaire Anthony Pratt privately recorded his intentions to give Donald Trump money in order to advance his business interest in the United States. Pratt wrote, "If POTUS is having an election party at Mar-a-Lago, I'll book as many rooms as available because it would be good for business." Well, he spent over $1 million booking rooms and attending parties by Trump. What does that sound like to you? Sounds like might be corruption. Next up, from the Chicago Tribune, a ex-Homeland Security Investigator gets prison time for widespread corruption. In a case watched closely within Chicago's federal law enforcement ranks, Anthony Sabiani, a former agent for the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Investigations, has been sentenced to more than 6 years in prison for a litany of corrupt acts, including giving an informant investigative information, stealing money from the agency and drug dealers, and filing false tax returns. So, corruption is paid for by prison time. And finally, from the New York Times, Meta is being sued by a host of 36 state AGs for having features to lure children to Instagram and Facebook and become addicted to it. So it is Colorado and Tennessee, filed a joint lawsuit. They led it, filed by 33 states, and claiming that Meta violated consumer protection laws by unfairly ensnaring children and deceiving users about the safety of its platform. The complaint states that Meta was designed psychologically manipulate products featured to induce young users of compulsive and extended use. So Meta sued yet again. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.